Hi, this is Rainbow Harmony, here to help you find balance and peace to live a more colorful life. And this is your personal reading. First of all, I just wanted to say thank you so much for hitting me up for this reading. I'm so glad that you're connecting with my energy and that you're feeling all these messages. And I just prayed that the most uplifting messages can come your way through this, and that you will be restored and you'll find your balance and peace. So first what we're going to do is we're going to look into your current energy. Then we're going to see what energy is leaving your life. Then we're going to see what energy is coming in. And then I figured, let's start with something fun. Everyone wants to know about their love life, right? So we're going to start with your love life first, and we'll see what the next step is there. Then we're going to go ahead and look into your life path, and we'll see what the next step is there for you, like where you're at in your life path. Then we're going to go ahead and look into spirituality, and we're going to see what the next step is for you in your spiritual growth. My favorite way to end a reading like this is what you need to let go of. We're going to look into that, maybe some blockages there, and then we're going to see what you should be open to receive, like what's coming in. And then we've got some overall advice. So I drew some extra cards for you just because I felt like you probably needed it. I tapped into your energy, and I'm seeing a lot of change, like a lot of change. Like you might be surprised about how much change is actually coming into your life. You know, a lot's changed for me too in the past 2 years. Part of what's led me to start this channel, but man, something that really changed for me was I moved a couple times, and I would have never saw that coming. And I'm really thankful and so blessed for how these moves worked out for me. And so I'm seeing something so interesting about your reading that's sticking out to me right away. You got the home card from each one of my decks, and I'm getting chills all up and down my arm. How bizarre is it? I've got like 44 cards in this deck. I've got 78 cards in this deck. What are the chances these two cards come out together? This has happened before. It has happened, I think, maybe once before. But when I get a strong message like this, there's definitely something going on there. So that's something that's kind of interesting that we're going to get into. So let's get started. We're going to see what your current energy is, and that's these cards right here in the center. And it makes total sense that you're kind of in need of purification. There's so much happening around you, so many changes, that they're saying it's time for a cleansing detoxification of your body, mind, and soul. So this could mean a need to develop some type of practice like meditation or yoga, or needing to just drink more water. It could be as simple as adding more greens to your diet, avoiding certain foods that don't make you feel good, things like that. They're saying unclog your vessel, time to detox, time to really only put love and light and healing elements into your body so that your body and your vessel can be strong for all these changes that are coming into your life. And I'm also seeing this in your current energy, this need to start delegating. It's like you really need to, it's like you've set some intentions and you kind of know like where you're at in your path a little bit. Like you're starting to develop your truth, and you're starting to understand like what your soul is craving, and you're moving in that direction intuitively. But there is this need to start delegating. So I'm hoping that the information that comes out on this reading will help you with that. Let's see what energy is leaving your life. And I see this receptivity card. And the patience card. So I see in the recent past, you were going through this period where you had to be very, very patient. You were looking for answers. You were looking for guidance. And you were trying to figure out like, what's the next step for me? Because you see this heron has its foot lifted. It's standing still though. It can't quite take that next step. And so it was a time where you're very open. It says, allow yourself to receive. This will increase your intuition, energy, and ability to give to others. It'll be interesting now to look at the energy that's coming into your life to see like what you're supposed to be open to receive. What have you been waiting for? Like, what has this patience been for? And your energy is shifting. Now your heart is pulling you forward, and they're saying, be honest with yourself. What is your heart's true desire? this is the energy that's coming into your life, and so I'm feeling like it's so huge. We need to look into this. So let me pull this up in the guidebook and see what it has to say. So the book reads, if you listen to the sound of your heart and breath, you'll recognize the ancient rhythms of your own internal drumming. This forever connects you to the mother of all creation and to the sound of the planet Earth. These rhythms can't be faked or forged, they're natural and eternal. What part of you are you trying to ignore? What part of you has been overly concerned with pleasing others, to the detriment of hearing the sounds of your own rhythm? Dear child, reach out and extend your arms to embrace your dreams. They're just as much a part of nature as are the trees, animals, and sunsets. Don't your own dreams deserve the same respect that you accord everyone and everything that you love? Listen to them, my child. Listen to your dreams. They'll activate the powerful eruption of passion in your life. Don't be afraid of your own passion, for it will propel you naturally and will excite and invigorate you. When you dance to the rhythms of your life, you're truly alive in all ways. And this is what I live for. If you can't already tell, I'm so passionate, but I wasn't always this way. I lost my light and I lost my passion at times in life. I lost myself to caring for other people too much, to the point to where I was run down ragged. I'm a healer, you know, I've been doing my healing in many ways throughout my life. There was this one time I worked for this swim company for years, and I worked so hard swimming in the pool with the kids to the point to where I started getting hurt. I started getting worn down and ragged, and then I couldn't help anyone. That's not a good way to use your gifts and your skills, your talents, you know, to the point to where you're run ragged. Your self-care comes first. And so that's what I'm seeing. They're wanting you to start. If you don't know where to start with your self-care. That's probably a title of a video I'm going to release soon, because I talk about it so much here on the channel. If you don't know where to start with self-care. Get your nails done if you haven't already, you know? Get a new haircut. Try out some sustainable, eco-fashion, new outfits. You know, do some rituals that help you with your inner beauty. Affirmations are great. Check out Jason Stevenson, Affirmations, I Am Beautiful. It's really cheesy when you first start doing these affirmations. You kind of want to laugh or giggle, and you're like, oh gosh, I hope no one hears me doing this. But after a while, you like don't even care. You're just chanting that stuff while you're cleaning, while you're doing the dishes or whatever. It's one of the best ways to boost your confidence and your beauty, like, because whatever you believe, you receive. If you really truly believe deep down that you're kind of unattractive and stuff, then you're not going to be looking like that, not going to be feeling like that. So you need to, on your core level, get connected with your inner goddess and really build up your beliefs and thoughts about yourself, especially if you're going to be moving forward here when it comes to your career and really wanting to like have this rebirth in your life. So start with your inner goddess. You are beautiful, you are worthy, and you have come here for a special reason with special gifts and talents, and you are unique and there's no one like you, and that's your power. So embrace that. Amen. So, right? Now we're going to go ahead and look into what's going on with your love life. They're saying you're in a transition right now with your love life. They're saying it's kind of been dark and stormy here in the past, but you're on smoother waters now, and you have this ability to gracefully leave this difficult time in your love life behind. They're saying, rest assured, the year of the wheel is going to turn, things are going to change. There is prosperity coming into your life, financially and emotionally. And so they're saying the universe is pouring its abundance out to you. Be open to receiving. When you feel abundant, it's a lot easier to attract love into your life. A lot of times people who are having issues with love are also having issues with finances, because love and finances have and work and career, they have one thing in common. It all comes back to your worthiness. As within, so without. As above, so below. So if inside, you know, your worthiness isn't there and you're focusing on the lack all around you, you know, you don't have this, don't have that, you know, you don't have this yet, you know, you can't do this because of that, then all of a sudden, you know, you just get roadblocks and limitations everywhere. I'm not saying you got to be all paranoid and be one of those fake, like, positive about everything people. You know, be real with yourself, and if you're not feeling right about something, be honest about it, confront it, but then change it. You know, you've got that power in your life you can use and employ, and I feel like you've been using it. I feel like you're strong, you're moving forward on your path here. You just want to know, like, what's coming. And what I'm seeing is beauty. You know, beauty keeps coming out. Like, your inner beauty is going to shine. You will literally physically become more beautiful this year. 2018 is your year of beauty. I'm also seeing, like I said, prosperity. It's coming to you. Your mindset's becoming more abundant as you go through this transition. It's going to attract all sorts of things into your life. Synchronicity, opportunities, happy changes. So I'm feeling good things for you. I don't always say that. I don't always go around telling people that either, but but yeah, I don't always say, like, you know, hey, everything's gonna be great. Sometimes I gotta break it to people. Look, like, you need a rest, or look, like, I hope you make it through this crazy time in your life, you know. But I don't see that for you. I see things are different, things are changing. You really have this light you carry with you, and that kind of takes me to my next card. This is your next step in love, and they're saying there is a bright future in love. You are getting to this space where you're able to have unconditional love, which is loving yourself, others, in every situation, no matter what the outward appearance may be. You have this nurturing energy. It attracts people. You've probably been noticing you attract a lot of people into your life. They're saying you need to use your womb, use your gut to tell who's for you and who's not. And I see you're like, I don't know, like, you might be on the twin flame path, or like there's a soulmate, or there's someone significant out there for you. You might not have met them yet. You might have. I feel their energy close. So there's definitely something happening. Man, I would love to read again for you in like 3 months. Check out my pick a card readings too. Those are free, and like, you always get information from those. But I'd love to see like where this is headed, because I'm really feeling like this culmination of energy in you right now. And something that's fascinating is these next cards here, which is interesting for your life path. I'm kind of looking into your path now. Like, you came into a situation that was very lack-based. I don't know if it was your parents or whoever, but you've experienced poverty. You've experienced like all hell breaking loose at times. I mean, who hasn't? But I am seeing a very traumatic past. I'm seeing that you really had to face and confront your inner shadow. You had to confront, you were presented with the darkness. Like, you really saw the darkness, the dark side of humans, the dark side of like what people could do. And it's made you stronger. That's where your strength actually comes from, because in your greatest pain, or in your greatest weakness, lies your greatest strength. And I feel like you've taken all of this, because this looks kind of crazy, and you've transmuted it into this beautiful new path for yourself. There was a time where you were stuck. After getting out of that, you had to wander around and around and around and around in this circle, trying to make it through the door. The door is probably, you know, prosperity, you know, love, feeling secure and confident in your own skin, you know, a safe home, and a beautiful place for yourself. But for a while there, it's like you're going around in circles. And they're saying sometimes it's just a matter of time. When it comes to moving forward and it comes to like breaking down barriers, sometimes it's just a matter of time. They're saying you are really, really moving forward from all of this. You are strong. Gosh, I'm almost moved to tears. I can feel what you've been through. I can feel it. I think I've been through some of the same stuff as you. We don't have to get into it. That's not really what this is about. What it's about is the person that you've become through all of this. The person that you've chosen to become. It's amazing, because not everybody chooses this. Not everybody chooses to become like you. A lot of people, they get stuck here and they lose themselves and they become bitter and dark and depressed. And some of those people that hurt you in the past, that's why they hurt you, because they lost that light. They lost their light, and somehow you've kept your light. Through everything that's happened, your light has carried you forward. And we keep talking about that, like your light, it's carried you forward. And to this beautiful new rebirth, and you are definitely headed in the right direction. So they're saying you're just getting started, so have patience with yourself in the process and do not give up. I literally have my hand on my heart for you right now. You are exactly the kind of person I like to do readings for, because sometimes people like you want to be strong, and you've learned how to be strong and tough to get through life, but sometimes people like you, you're so strong for everyone else and you're there for everyone else, but it's hard because it's not, like, you have people who are there for you, but emotionally it can be hard because no one else will really hold that space because you've been down low. And so what happens is, like, you're doing good, everything's great, but when sometimes these old feelings and these old memories, these old triggers come up and they take you down. Like, you know, when some people go down, they go down. Well, when you go down, you go down. And so I think a constant struggle in your life is like pulling yourself out of this and reminding yourself of your truth. Your truth is like, you are healed, you are whole, you are complete, you are worthy, you are an inner goddess, you are beautiful, you are abundant. You are worthy. I've said that so many times, but like, that's why affirmations are going to help you, because you've got this old ghost lurking in the closet. I see you've done a lot of healing on yourself. That's why this energy is great. But remind yourself of just the incredible person you are. You are very inspiring. So next we're going to go ahead and move on. Like, anyways, like, I love that message I just gave you. I'm going to listen to this because I know this is a message for myself too, because we're all mirrors to each other. Anyways, that was your life path. Let's move on to your next step. And they're saying you've been through so much. Like, try using your artistic skills and abilities to transmute some of these emotions that are coming up. So brainstorm and like go to the art supply shop and like buy some supplies, and like you are an artist, and if you don't already know this, like, there's this side of you is dying to be expressed, like dying to be expressed. So I feel like the art you would make would be so beautiful and so healing for other people to, you know, look at or participate in, whatever it is that you do. It really doesn't matter, but it's like there's this need for you to express yourself. And there's the rebirth card. They're saying this is the way forward for you, actually, is to make art. You know, it's really bizarre how it works, but everything's all about energy, you know. And one of the biggest tips I give people is, you know, to make art when they're going through difficult times or when they're going through changes, because sometimes that art you make end up being the most beautiful art you could ever make, and it helps, you know, release all the intense energy. It also helps you get into alignment, because when you're making art, you're not sitting there in your head worrying and freaking out and overthinking all the next things. You're just in your body, you're focused on what you're making and what you're doing, and you're allowing that divine energy to flow through you. That's what I'm doing right now. I'm making art. I'm using my gifts and my talents, and like, this is artistic for me. I'm expressing myself. While I'm doing this, I'm not in my head. I'm not thinking about like things I shouldn't be. I'm not ruminating, or, you know, I'm not going back here, because I go here a lot too, to be honest. I go here. I was here this morning. Probably why your reading's coming to you just a little bit later. I gotta make sure I get myself straight before I come in here and do this for you guys. But I'm feeling you here with this. They're saying this is your rebirth, is like to find who you are as an artist. We are all artists. We all have these gifts. Yours are unique. They're saying time to find yourself. So we're going to go ahead and see what's going on with your spirituality. And I'm seeing that we kind of already covered that. I think the main message is coming out for you is it's time for you to pull yourself out of these heavy emotions and fly above them and move forward. So I guess your spirituality too, this art card is coming up again. Let's see what this home card, like, what's going on with this? This has to do with your spirituality. They're saying your home situation is improving, either through a move or a healthy change in the occupants. And I get the home card again. So you're moving, there's some type of big change happening in your home. And I feel like they're saying make a space in your home or in your new home for you to be artistic. That's going to help enrich your life so much. I made a new art studio in my new home, and I just love going in there in the morning and doing yoga and painting, and like, to have a space, it actually keeps me accountable, because if I just buy a couple supplies and keep them in my room or around, I'm not going to use them. But when you have like a really cute space or just whether it's a desk or like a little chair in the corner or something, it helps you feel more confident to make this art. Oh my gosh. Okay, change. There's a major, major, major change happening for you in your home. I don't know what's going on here. You're moving. I don't want to freak you out. All I feel here for you is positive. Like, these are very positive cards. They're saying the wheel of the year is turning. It's a cause for celebration. This move has a lot to do with your creativity. It's something you've been wishing for and manifesting. If this is news to you and you're like, I don't know, I love my home, or like, I don't, then, maybe if you're not planning on moving and like you really don't want to, then maybe this is bringing it to your attention that there's like somewhere else out there that's calling to you. It could just be a need to travel and like experience different locations and open and broaden your horizons. I've had people write me back and tell me, I told them that they're moving, and I've been pulling this card so much, and like, it's very possible it's just a message for me, and I've got these cards that are like stalking me, but I don't know. We pulled this twice for you. I went straight to it. How about we pull another clarifier? And then we'll end this reading. I'm like, what's going on with your home? Aw. This message says, allow yourself to receive affection. Pride is not allowing yourself to receive as much as you need. And it's, yeah, so it's saying allow yourself to receive affection. Like, so maybe the universe really wants to pour out its love to you and wants to bring you like a situation that's going to be more in alignment. So that'll be very interesting to see how that develops. So what should you let go of? You've had to help a lot of people and be there for so many people. We mentioned that already. They're saying you need to do some clearance. Let go of some of this juju. It could be as simple as purchasing like a selenite wand and just waving this around your chakras. You can just go barefoot and walk around on the earth. There might be some healing songs you can sing, trying meditation, dancing to release the energy, art, but it's like you have these blocks in your chakras. I think it's from like I'm clearing your chakras right now, by the way, I'm doing some Reiki and distance healing on you. So I hope you enjoy that. For free, don't worry. It's no extra cost. But yes, you've got some blockages there, and just simple chakra clearing meditation, 15 minutes, 10 minutes could be beneficial for you. So, this one's fun. What should you be open to receive? And this is really sweet. They're saying respect. Have respect for your path and for how far you've traveled and from how resourceful you've been. You've been very resourceful on your path. They're saying go outside. Like, you need to be open to receive healing from nature. There's messages and signs that want to come to you, but you need to get connected with the natural earth and the natural world in order for these signs to make their way to you. If you're inside your house, sometimes a song comes on the radio, or you see something or just feel or hear an intuitive message. But when you're out in nature, sometimes the craziest stuff happens. Like once, I'm not wishing this on you, but a bear all of a sudden came onto a trail I was hiking, and I was learning a lot about the bear at the time and how they symbolized boundaries, and I was learning about how to have more boundaries in my life. And so it was a beautiful sign, and I just think there's messages waiting for you out there, and you should get out into nature more. So, with all this said, because we've done a lot now, what is your overall message? They're saying, like, you're very confused right now, and they know that even after this reading, there's still this confusion left. And they're saying it's because the answers are inside of you. Yes, I can channel the universe through me and like your messages to you, but the best messages you can get are from inside yourself. So they're saying create an altar or visit a power place to connect with the divine. I have an altar in my house, and it has like a bunch of stones, and like I light incense and I pray and stuff, but if that's not your style, then go out into nature, pray, ask for a sign, or just breathe and relax, take deep breaths, receive healing. Your confusion will lessen. Nature and the elements, we're from nature, we're part of nature. We need to use it to help heal ourselves. The universe wants to be generous with you. If you're afraid of like how this energy is interplaying and is changing and like what's happening here, if you're like, what is happening? The universe wants to be generous. That's why it's saying allow yourself to receive. Maybe you're afraid, you're blocking yourself a little bit because change can be difficult. Like this is a huge change in your life, remember? And change can be scary, but they're like, don't be afraid. For now, all you have to do is just take some quiet time alone to rest, meditate, and contemplate. And when it's time to take your next move, you'll know. Go out into nature and ask for your sign. So I'm sending you so much love and light with this reading. I hope that this resonated with you. So many beautiful messages coming out about this path you've walked. You know, there's no clear next step here for you. And sometimes I'm like, this is your next step. I mean, I do see this start delegating card, but I feel like you're going to receive guidance. The next step is for you to get in touch with your own intuition. And my best advice for that is try meditation. Jason Stevenson has awesome meditations. You know, he's the one that's got the affirmations too. You could really benefit from just like connecting with yourself more in that way. So that's what I would recommend. But overall, there's really nothing you have to do but allow the path to unfold. Trust spirit, trust yourself. You make very good choices, and there's a lot of love here, and I feel like, yeah, the universe wants to be generous with you. Peace out.